and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
What is that? 19! 59. Cut! 26! 59! Hey, stop!
Now a first down throw, Watson. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Watch the slant.
On second down, here's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He's checked first thing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyus Bowser, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Let's set it.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Check 55
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He almost got me that time.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Rudolph now to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
18 Gator.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it'll be 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Strong run. Say, Haywood.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Now.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Matchbox lights.
Rudolph throwing again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You got nothing.
Rudolph. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Go, go.
51 the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, high 7.
55, Mike 55. They gonna need some damn.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 30 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Watson. Johnson's got it complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
19, 59. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Watson off play action. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Slam, slam, slam.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Check three.
Deep river.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
That's what I do.
Hey, foxtrot. Ready?
Now it's Rudolph. Completes it to Aguilar. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Let's get, hey, Charlie. Now.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit
He
there.
caught it.
So luckily fell incomplete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Go. 10 logo.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep, man up, deep.
Bravo.
Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Again, it's Rudolph. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And 3 at the 4-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the set.
55. Oh, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Single. 124. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A final shot before the break. Rudolph. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, wahoo! 55, come on, guys, 55. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Ready?
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Rudolph. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Motion.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 29.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. Check.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Texans, first down.
This is it.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Switch.
A first down carry now for Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sliding out of the pocket, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Set. Watch the run. Take to the floor. Motion. Check 50.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Watson escaping the... And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Rudolph looking to throw it. It's caught by Aguilar. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Rudolph. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we are. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. We ain't giving up nothing today. Pilot 64. Weak. 51. You got to go.
Rudolph throwing again. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another time now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson, and the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Miller with first down and more. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Rudolph. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 8 lead. 80 weapon. Under 10. Under 2.
On first down, Rudolph. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. back to the air. Rudolph. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Rudolph on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Check, check, 59. Watch the 4. 49. Hey, alert. Check 49. Check safety, check safety. Deuce. Hey, 59. 59.
On second down, here's Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, check him up. Check the call. Mike,
they keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Tighten up. Here's 6. Check 24. Watch 24. Watch safety green.
Watson with a give to Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
59. 25. Check 25.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Motion. Mike, check, 59.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands.